morning. Welcome to News at Night for Tuesday, December 15th. I'm Colette Linden.
I'm Craig Huckerby. We have a little bit of snow tonight and some very cold temperatures tomorrow morning. Those details are coming up.
The city's Public Works and Engineering Services Department would like to inform residents that the McDonald Avenue and Elizabeth Street stairs are closed until further notice. The closure is necessary following a recent inspection that identified structural and safety concerns. A repair of the stairs is planned in 2021. Residents should avoid the area and obey all signage during this time. Members from the East Algoma OPP, members from the OPP Technical Collision Investigation Unit, St. Joseph's Fire Department, and Algoma Paramedic Services responded to a two-vehicle motor vehicle collision on Highway 548 south of Humbug Point Road and V-Line Road in St. Joseph Township. The investigation determined a car was northbound on Highway 548, also known as Bridge Road, when it lost control, entered the oncoming lane, and collided with a pickup truck. The two occupants of the pickup truck were transported to local hospital in Richards Landing with non-life-threatening injuries. The driver of the car, Herman Isle, was age 88 from Hilton Beach and was transported to local hospital where he was pronounced deceased. The Office of the Chief Coroner and Ontario Forensic Pathology Services also involved with the investigation, and a post-mortem examination will be taking place in Sault Ste. Marie. A date for the examination is not known at this time, and the investigation is ongoing. The Ontario government is updating testing guidelines for outbound international travelers. The change means you have to pay out of your pocket if you want a COVID-19 test before leaving. The change happens after consultation with the Chief Medical Officer of Ontario and came into effect yesterday. If you do have symptoms of COVID-19, the test will be provided. It will be provided to close contacts of positive individuals. Officials within the government are working to make sure taxpayer dollars are appropriately allocated to key priorities. It allows there to be more capacity inside the testing network. As of mid-October this year, Ontario had the capacity to test up to 50,000 samples a day. The Ontario government is allocating an additional $120 million to help municipalities and Indigenous community partners protect the health and safety of vulnerable people during COVID-19. This investment builds upon the second phase of social services relief funding announced this fall and brings the government's total allocation to $510 million. Municipalities and Indigenous community partners can use the discretionary funding to improve the delivery of critical services, protect homeless shelter staff and residents, renovate and purchase facilities to create longer-term housing solutions, add to rent banks, and support plans to prepare for potential future outbreaks or emergencies. The Social Services Relief Fund is part of the up to $4 billion being provided to Ontario municipalities under the Federal Provincial Safe Restart Agreement. The agreement will help municipalities protect the health and well-being of the people of Ontario while delivering critical public services such as public transit and shelters as the province continues down the path of economic recovery. A single vehicle collision slowed traffic this morning at Pine Street and Northern Avenue. At approximately 8:30 in the morning, Sault Fire Services, Sault Police, and ambulance were dispatched to the scene. Upon arrival, a single vehicle was found in collision with a traffic light standard. There were no injuries, and PUC was notified to fix the damaged traffic light. Emergency services were on scene for approximately 30 minutes before PUC took over. Sault Online will post updated information as it becomes available. On December the 14th, officers with patrol services arrested 52-year-old Claude Corriveau for kidnapping. It's alleged on November 25th that the accused approached a person in a vehicle, forced them into the vehicle, injected them with a substance, drove them back to a residence, restrained them, and threatened them. The victim was able to escape on November the 28th and notify police. The accused was located on December the 14th and arrested. A subsequent search found the accused to be in possession of a single round of ammunition while prohibited from possessing ammunition. He is charged with kidnapping, forcible confinement, administering a noxious thing, uttering threats, assault, and possession of ammunition contrary to a prohibition order. He was held for bail court. On December 13th, officers with the Emergency Services Unit, Investigation Services, and Patrol Services arrested 26-year-old Josh Benoit Wilson for weapon offenses. On December 6th, officers began an investigation into an incident on Alexandra Street where a residence was shot. The investigation identified a vehicle police believed was involved in the incident, and on December the 10th, officers conducted a traffic stop of the vehicle and the accused was driving. The vehicle was seized and officers executed a search warrant on the vehicle. During the search, officers located 3 shell casings, 2 rounds of ammunition, a baton, spring-loaded knife, and approximately 1.8 grams of a substance believed to be crystal methamphetamine. A warrant was issued for the accused. On December 13th, he was located in a residence in the 100 block of Central Creek Drive and was arrested. Later that day, officers executed a search warrant at the residence. Inside, officers located 4 firearms, an imitation handgun, a loaded sawed-off 12-gauge shotgun, a loaded sawed-off 22 caliber rifle, and a sawed-off 50 caliber muzzle loader with ammunition, brass knuckles, a flick knife, and substances believed to be narcotics. The amount of substances found are approximately 10.48 grams of fentanyl, 56 grams of crystal methamphetamine, and 0.15 grams of heroin and cocaine residue. The estimated street value of the narcotics seized is $10,938.
Hi again, everyone. Well, what do you think about some more snow or maybe some cooler temperatures? That's what's in store for the Sioux and area. I'll have those details coming up.
It's Debbie from Equipment World, just wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
All the best to you and yours this holiday season.
Merry Christmas!
Hi again, everyone. Let's get right into the weather and show you what's going on for today. For tonight, we're going to look at temperatures of about -11. That's the actual temperature. It's going to get a lot colder with the wind. Partly cloudy conditions. We could see some flurries overnight. Nothing really measurable, but it will feel cold in the morning at -20 degrees. We'll take a look at the overnight temperatures around the horn here. -11 in Thunder Bay, -28. That's the actual temperature. That's not wind chill in Timmins. And -11, -10 here in the Sioux, -15 along the North Shore, and -23 coming in at Sudbury. So let's take a look at your systems, what's going on. We have some cloud filling in today. We did see some sunny breaks today, which is very nice, but we are going to start seeing those clouds thicken up later on tonight. That's courtesy of actually a warm front, courtesy of a low pressure system out to the west, and that's going to bring us the light flurries overnight and another shot of flurries for tomorrow. We'll show you that on the systems map for tomorrow. So we have this low pressure system here. This blue area, that's representative of snow. This is the warm front. So you think with a warm front, we are going to warm up a little bit, but we are a little bit, but nothing major. And that's why we're not going to see a lot of snow from this system. We have a high blocking in the west, and we have this low pressure system that's going to try to come up the eastern seaboard and throw some snow in our way for Friday, leaving a nice day for Thursday. Let's take a look at your 3-day forecast for tomorrow. Mainly cloudy. We're going to see those clouds thicken up with some snow. -4 is the daytime high. -4 for Thursday. We're going to see mainly sunny conditions. We are going to see some cloud in the afternoon, but nothing to worry about. There's nothing in those clouds. Same thing for Friday. It's going to be mainly calm for Friday, but we're going to see those clouds thicken up Friday afternoon, and that could produce some snow showers. For Saturday, we definitely see some snow in the forecast, and temperatures, though, warming up. And that's what happens when you warm up. You're going to get snow at this time of year. Staying steady at -1 for Sunday. Monday, the same story, but dropping a little bit for the overnight. And for Tuesday, a mix of sun and cloud, and still looking fairly above seasonal at -1. That's your weather for now. Colette has more news coming up.
on down and join us at our new site, 955 Queen Street East, Suite 320.
Happy holidays! Football action, the Baltimore Ravens played the Cleveland Browns that turned out to easily be the craziest game of the season. This game had it all coming down to the stretch, including one of the worst bad beats you'll ever see. A cramping Lamar Jackson came out of the locker room on a 4th down late in the game and immediately threw a TD pass that gave the Ravens, who were trailing by a point, the lead. The Browns then tied it up 4 plays later with a minute left on a Baker Mayfield TD pass to Kareem Hunt. Just when it looked like they were going to OT, Jackson got the Ravens into kind of field goal range, where Justin Tucker nailed a 55-yarder with 7 seconds left to give Baltimore a 45-42 lead. The Ravens were 3-point favorites going into this game, so with 2 seconds left, it looked like this was going to be a push. In short, after weeks of on-field frustrations, a bout with COVID-19 and a fourth quarter spell of cramps, Lamar Jackson delivered the most heroic performance of his young career. Game night summary: Lamar Jackson ran over the Browns for most of the game and then passed over them to win the Monday Nighter. The East Algoma OPP would like to remind snowmobilers to ride safely for an enjoyable winter season. Snowmobiling is one of the joys of a Canadian winter. However, excessive noise may be problematic for some communities and private property landowners. The topic of snowmobile exhaust and the enforcement of modified exhaust has always been a hot topic in the snowmobile community. Municipal, regional, and provincial police partners across Ontario are being tasked with how to respond to the vast use and current expansion of modified snowmobile exhaust systems. The issues being some snowmobilers commonly replace the original equipment manufacturer exhaust component in exchange for an aftermarket product commonly referred to as a pipe or a can. The original muffler that muffles or lessens the exhaust noise is then physically replaced by the can. It is the resulting increase in noise that results in complaints, not simply the fact that operators choose aftermarket parts for their sleds. However, there is a time and place for these aftermarket exhausts. This exception is in a racing area. Aftermarket modifications are permitted if the snowmobile is driven in a racing area sanctioned as such by the council of the municipality within which the designated racing area. Much of Ontario's trail system encompasses private property. The private property landowners generously allow the use of their land for snowmobile use via Ontario Federation of Snowmobile Club Trails. But landowners and municipalities are being disturbed by the increase in snowmobile exhaust noise, which is resulting in trail closures. There are applicable charges under the Motorized Snow Vehicle Act for modifying, altering, or changing the exhaust or muffler on your snowmobile. The East Algoma OPP will continue their snow vehicle patrols throughout the season to ensure the safety of all snowmobile operators, passengers, and community members alike. After picking up their first victory of the season against the Blind River Beavers 16 days ago in Blind River, the Sioux Thunderbirds are getting set to return to action tonight at 7 p.m. as they will take on the Espanola Express at the John Rhodes Community Centre. The Thunderbirds enter tonight's game with a record of 1 win, 2 losses, and 1 shootout loss, while the Express come in with a record of 3 wins, 1 loss, and 2 shootout losses. The Express currently sit in first place in the NOJHL's West Division with 8 points, while the Thunderbirds come in sitting in 4th place with 3 points. Thank you for watching News at Night for Tuesday, December 15th. I'm Colette Linden.
I'm Craig Huckerby, and reminding you to bundle up tonight and put an extra log on the fire because you're going to need it. It's going to be very cold.
Thanks, Craig. Stay tuned for more news and weather coming right up.